Good evening. Good evening. All right. So if you guys can give me just a moment here so I can get set up for you, get this going live on Facebook. But good evening. Good evening. This is your one and only Queen Dish here, and I will be talking about the importance of personal development. All right, so let me get us live on Facebook and we will go. All right, welcome, welcome. Hello, everyone. Hello. This is your one and only Queen Dish here, and I'm going to be talking tonight about the importance of personal development. So I'm not going to take up too much time, but every week we do a different business topic to give you guys some more information. We want to give you guys some more value. We know as entrepreneurs that we need to always be working on ourselves and growing and moving forward. So we definitely know the importance of personal growth and personal development. And for anyone that may be thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, really anyone who may decide to just go against the status quo and do something different and, live their lives how they choose to on their terms. We get it, and we're also on the journey. So each week we are going to give you guys a different business topic to help you guys. And so the one that I will be doing tonight is three basically tips, reasons why personal development is important. Okay, so let me get my slideshow up here quickly for you all, because I am timing it. Make sure I don't go over my time here. Okay, so let's get this up. Let me share my screen. Let's see, give me just a second, you guys. There it is. Okay. All right, there it is. Okay, so let's go from the beginning here. All right, so the importance of personal development, okay? So personal development, what are we even talking about? So personal development essentially refers to you taking steps to improve yourself. We're talking about really the journey that you embark on to your own personal growth, you improving really in every area of your life. And you don't have to try and take on everything, all at the same time. You can certainly break it up. But essentially, personal development just refers to you really working on yourself to improve yourself, better yourself, really even get to learn more about yourself. Okay. And, as a business person, an entrepreneur, I mean, really just as a human being, it's really important to get to really know about yourself, which leads me right into number one. I'm giving you guys 3 tips essentially. So number one is self-awareness, and that's knowing who you are. Okay, you've got to, and you should become self-aware. Okay, because you want to get to know who you are. You want to get to know some of the things that essentially make you happy. You want to know some of your strengths and weaknesses. You want to know what your core beliefs are. What are your beliefs? What are your core values? You have to get to know who you are. Okay, and that's what self-awareness is essentially about. You become self-aware, and that's a part of the process of personal development. Okay, think about it in the course of business. If you are in business and you know that your strength may be in the customer service side, okay, then naturally we would want to place you, or maybe, in a company, your leader would want to place you in a position where you're strong in, okay, because we know and we're aware that your strength lies in customer service. So we want to focus probably more on your strengths, right? And that's the beauty of having that self-awareness. So you know that about yourself. And the same thing for your weaknesses, for example. So if you know that you're not the best in public speaking, that maybe your weakness, comes when you have to speak to people. So knowing that is great, because that way we probably wouldn't put you in front of people. Of course, yes, we all want to be growing. And at some point, if you want to, you can, of course, work on that. But when it comes to your business, there's another principle that's not really about this topic, that has to do with more so as a business person, as an entrepreneur, focusing more on what your strengths are. But for the purposes of this presentation, I will say, yes, you can work on your weaknesses. However, just knowing what they are is the key here. We want you to become self-aware. So know what your strengths and weaknesses are, because if you know your strengths are, in speaking, then it would probably make sense for you to place yourself in a position where your strengths can be magnified, okay? So again, the process of personal development and personal growth, this is a part of that process where you become self-aware and you get to know who you are. Because part of the personal development, one of the benefits to that is essentially that you become almost more efficient. You gain more confidence because you're more aware of who you are. It also helps in even being more focused, maybe more organized. So the number one tip is self-awareness, okay? Number 2, goal setting. So in the process of learning about who you are, okay, certainly personal development helps you gain clarity on goals, because number 1 was self-awareness, and number 2, as you know who you are and you get to know more about yourself, you learn about your strengths, you learn about your weaknesses, you recognize and become aware of your core values and your beliefs and what's most important to you. That now helps you in your goal setting, okay? It helps you in your goal setting. So if you become aware that, we're going to use the same customer service example. So if you know that you love customer service, as an example, okay, then you may then, from that awareness now, set a goal that you want to become, a senior customer service manager, that maybe you want to become the VP of customer service, for a big company, okay? So that's why it's so important to always be growing and progressing and working on yourself. It's so important to always be working on yourself and improving, because that is what essentially personal development is about, because it helps give you that clarity, okay? It helps give you that clarity, okay? And another thing, certainly, that personal development helps with, oh, yes, it helps you improve your relationships, okay? So as you are growing and progressing, okay, you're going to become clear, you're going to become more aware, you're going to probably set some new goals, because you're getting to know yourself, know what makes you happy, you've set some new goals, and guess what? Your relationships are probably going to change, okay? And we don't want to say I don't want to say for the worse, but as you're growing and you're progressing, and you set some new goals, you will probably find that your relationships change, and they should essentially change for the better, okay? Because as you grow and progress and you become aware, like, you're going to make better decisions, and you're going to pick better people. You're going to pick better people that are going to be more aligned and in alignment with who you are and who you're becoming. When you're on a path of personal growth and development, when you're really on a path of really just always growing and improving yourself, okay? Who you are today and who you are 6 months from now may very well be two totally different people, because that's what personal development does. It helps you focus, it helps you gain clarity, it improves your life, because you're working on yourself from the inside out. So your relationships are certainly going to improve, okay? Or at least they should. They should. Yeah, because you're going to pick essentially better people to be around, okay? Because if you're operating from a much higher space, what we call a high vibrational space, like a high energy space, you're going to want to be around people that also match that high energy space. So as you grow, unfortunately, sometimes you will outgrow people. You'll outgrow people, but you'll also outgrow sometimes a job. You'll just outgrow some things, okay? And that's what the process of almost journeying to your best self involves and includes. When you are working on yourself, things really change, and really they should, for the better, okay? So personal development really, really is essential. You want to always be growing, okay? You want to always be moving forward in your life. It should be a lifelong process, okay? Because the better that you are, the better your relationships are, the better your business will be, okay? Something that I know that I believe I read it somewhere, and it's that your business can only grow to the extent that you do, okay? Your business can only grow to the extent that you do, meaning you have to invest in yourself, okay? Investing in yourself is a part of self-love. You have to invest in yourself. So personal development, personal growth, reading books, listening to very positive people, investing in yourself, growing, going to events that are for personal growth and personal development. Because when you go to events, even, you'll be surrounded by other people that are also looking to grow and move forward, and that are also on the same path, and they believe in improving in themselves, okay? So those are the 3 tips I want to talk about. Again, number 1 was self-awareness. Number 2 was goal setting. And then number 3 was the relationships, okay? So personal development and really personal growth, it really should be a lifelong process. This is not about perfection. It's just about progression. You want to always be growing and moving forward, because again, the better that you are, the better that really everything else is in your life. And it all starts with you. It's inside out. Okay? So you can please go and subscribe to our to our channel on YouTube. It's FX Trading Lounge. But you can also subscribe to us individually as well. Deesh, Dixon, Lori, Woodruff, and Daniel Bethay Jr. on YouTube. Okay. We are all part of the same team and group. So again, we will be doing this pretty much on a weekly basis just to give you guys some more tips as we're all on the same journey, to personally growing and improving ourselves and our lives and those around us. Okay. So with that, I love you guys, and you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye-bye.